Okay, so now we got the special challenge, deck building challenge. Are you ready?
Okay, sure.
So the challenge is, here's the backstory. I was thinking of um making doing like an FM climb with like a less than suboptimal deck. And here's what I cooked up. Soviet, Japan, Alpine. So these two guys are coming back into rotation um, with the upcoming expansion, and I need your help to build
I
a
think
deck
you're
that.
beyond help.
Yeah, I need your help to like make the best possible deck that you can with the condition that you have to include full copies. Okay, let me actually craft the last Mikawa right now.
Yeah, I
Oh, I have to enable. Uh, do
your
everything
last
for.
wild card. Oh no, second to last wild card.
I do everything for the viewers, for the con. Even got a warning. Yes, I'm still gonna go through with. Crap.
Yeah, get
Okay,
the warning. This card is bad. Are you sure you want to
they
craft
should
it?
legit put that like this card has a 0.001% play rate. Are you sure you want to craft that? Um,
It's so bad. You can't even curve out Makawa into mountain rifles. Just increases the cost of five. It's so terrible.
okay,
Uh,
but we do have
the
the special
Petlikov.
synergy, the Petlyakov Mikawa synergy, and the costly victory mountain rifle synergy.
I actually think costly victory is not that bad.
Yeah,
Like, I don't think the downside of like milling your library is much of a downside. I just think that, you know,
library.
5k
What is
destroy
this?
a unit.
Magic the
Uh,
Gathering?
oh, I'm sorry. I was actually up late last night till 1 a.m. playing Magic. So,
Um,
um,
yeah, that makes
okay.
sense. Yeah. I know, like, I don't know if you've played Hearthstone that much. I don't play Hearthstone anymore, but I remember, like, there's a card that people hated called Ticketus, and you, like, mill your opponent's, like, cards, like, straight from the deck. And I think a lot of people complained about it, but I think the consensus was he wasn't, like, that insane. Because, like, milling cards isn't a huge deal most of the time.
Yeah, not unless you go down to fatigue.
Mm-hmm.
Um, all right, so obviously we don't want to be a value deck with costly victory because then you just lose any control mirror. Um, so you might do like the German mid-range thing where you like grow in cavalry regiments
Okay, yeah.
um and recons. You already passed cavalry and recon, by the way.
Right, do we put both the cavalries in there? By the way, you
Sure,
can
why not?
by the way, you can do Soviet Japan or Japan Soviet.
um, I'm just starting to think like is is cavalry regiment anti-synergy with costly victory in some sort of roundabout
Oh, I mean, yeah, it
silly way?
thins out your deck and you're less likely to mill a worthless cavalry regiment. Um, I
Well,
don't
no,
think we.
I was more thinking of it as like if you mill the cavalry, then like suddenly the cavalry's not as
Oh
good
yeah.
because you're only getting 3 copies, but that's pretty minor. Um, well, I guess we used up all our Japan slots. Um, God, what does Soviet have for like early game tempo options? Um,
All right, how about I loosen the restrictions a little bit? We don't have to put costly victory, although it'd be cool if you.
nah, I want the costly
Okay,
victory.
okay, all right, all right.
Um, I mean, I guess you can grow in a Zhukov. I mean, it pulls out mountain rifles from your deck. That's kind of bad. Anti-synergy with costly
There's
victory, but
anti-synergy.
whatever. These are the tiniest margins though, so like I don't think it's a big
You
deal.
know your deck is
Um,
bad when putting good cards creates anti-synergy.
yeah. Um,
Because what I was thinking is like legit maybe if you remove the costly victory, you could like just do a kind of deck where it's like we stall out early game with like Briansk and then just like unload a ton of stats with that new veteran card like this or five guy because like playing these guys they're essentially just like slightly above average statted infantry. Like I was just thinking what if we just went full on into that win con and just like unload a ton of stats.
yeah, what if we just play seven four cost vanilla 5/5s instead of three of them?
Yeah. Okay, yeah,
Sure,
it
why
sounds
not?
pretty yeah, it sounds pretty bad when you put it like that.
um, so oh, you know what? I have an idea.
Okay.
It's a really dumb idea. What's that two cost 2/2 that gives you a random Soviet infantry when it dies?
Oh, I know what you're talking about. Let's find that guy.
Yeah,
This
get
guy.
more mountain rifles.
Yeah.
Oh
Okay.
my god. Okay, no, I have a huge brain idea.
Okay.
Okay,
It
take
reorganize.
out I was going to say redeployment, but for the same reason, so you can put your mountain rifles back
Okay,
into your
yeah.
deck so that you can get it off of costly victory.
I like what you're cooking up. Although we're out of
Um
Japan slots, should we move to
Screw the 24th cavalry. Nobody likes
Okay.
24th cavalry anyways. And let's put two of them in there. Why
Why
not?
why not?
We're already past being reasonable. Um let's get some Briansks.
Okay, yeah.
Um just so that you can win the game against frontline randomly by having Briansky regulars into Petliakov on turn 3. Um uh yeah, let's get another one in there. Um let's put in some recons for some card draw
Okay.
and the engineer battalion.
Do we put scouting party?
Um I'm not sure. I'm willing to lose the slots. And on turn 3 we got to be playing our Makawa anyway.
Yeah,
Destroy our hand.
we have to get the
But
Petliakov down first, and then turn 4, we can take advantage of our 4/4
Makawa
infantry.
trade. Yeah, Peru. Um okay, what else are we able to throw into this shit pile? Um
I mean, maybe just put like standard good elites.
what about 16th rifles? That's a card that all the players who run bad decks like to throw in there.
What is it? 16?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, this guy.
Why not?
Why not? Yeah, why not?
And you know, when you draw him late in the game where he's useless,
Yeah,
redeployment.
yeah,
You know,
redeployment.
that's that's synergy. Um, is hmm. Now what else?
Just put,
BM, yeah,
yeah.
it's good. Um,
And like we do have the Petliakov, but like
yeah,
we'll see.
39's just still good. Um, and
Okay, so
this is rough.
what if this is a naval supply run angle? Self discard has synergy in a roundabout way with Mikawa because if you have
Because
an
the card's
empty
so
hand,
bad you don't want it in hand.
that, but also because if your hand is empty, I think this was the original thought of Mikawa. Like if you just get rid of your hand, then um, it's not a big deal.
Sure. Why not?
And we need to like win like decently early. Or
Okay.
not like early, but
Um,
like around mid game.
at this point, why don't we run
Oh,
the
we have to cut Japanese cards.
hmm,
Okay, maybe not then. We'll think about
I
it
guess
later.
so. Yeah, I mean it's very reasonable to cut the redeployments, but I
No,
like that
I
idea so
completely.
much.
No, I love the
Uh,
redeployment idea.
um, so what is that one drop that Soviet one drop that spawns a token?
This guy?
Yeah, maybe he's fine. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean he's a blitz one drop.
I was thinking more he seems good with like naval supply run,
Right. Okay.
um but how do you fit naval supply run? It seems dumb to cut the 15th cavalry. But
Cut the good cards from the deck.
yeah, no, actually let's cut two 15th cavalry for the
Okay.
naval supply run, cut the good cards for the bad cards. Oh, and then at this point, just put a full stack of the zero cost 1/1 for the high roll with naval supply run.
Oh yeah, I mean,
Okay.
we have a lot of
Just
infantry too, so might as well put close combat.
yep, naturally. Um and then maybe a little bit of top end, like a KV.
Yeah, that makes sense. We got some burn to finish off our opponent.
Um,
Okay, last card so far, at least for our first edition, Soviet
uh-huh.
Jalpine.
It's
What if I just
Soviet
put
Alpine.
Monaster just literally for no reason?
Sure, why not?
No, okay, I need to like okay, like I'm trying to handicap myself, but like I don't want to like just amputate all four of my limbs off.
Yeah, okay. Um, yeah, armored train to print tokens for the
Armored train.
or
Uh,
yeah, armored train supply run, naval supply run value. Okay, let's
yeah.
get it.
All right. So we can only play this in classic right now.
Yeah,
So
which means we have to wait 13 minutes for an opponent.
you have to wait 13 minutes to queue up against Meta Bridair. Unlucky. All right. Well, while we're waiting, let's get into the last topic, which is what are your thoughts on like the deck archetypes that are generally considered like unfun, like KD, resistance, discard. Like, do you think
Um,
they should be in the game at all? Do you think they should like exist, but like at a not meta level? Do you think they can exist at the meta level, but only for a short amount of time?
I think that sort of alternate win conditions are good and healthy for the game. I think credit denial has an issue that it's always going to be high rolly, even without Observer Core, because of how reliant you are on uh, you just like not finding those pieces in the mid to late game. So it's always like a little hit or miss. And discard, the randomness of discard, I don't like. I wish it was more something like, you saw your opponent's hand and targeted something, which would be way more powerful, of course, but you would balance around that.
I had the exact
Um,
same thought, yeah. Discard has like just way too much variance as simple like random effect. They do have like certain um cards that like I think like one of the U-boats discards like only cards below 5k, but like it's still on a whole like very random.
Yeah, so I don't like that randomness aspect of discard, but I like discard. I think a lot of people think of discard as like, oh, like my opponent's discarded my whole hand, now I can't like even play the game. But that's sort of like it's an alternate win condition is how I think about it. So once I get to that point, it's like, okay, my opponent won the game by doing this alternate thing, and I
Right,
think that's
because
okay.
discard does not affect board state. So if they're playing like Wolf Pack, that's 5 credits not spent on doing anything to affect the board. So I
Yeah,
mean,
and there's ways to play around somebody who's doing that, like in terms of, using your draw early and putting on early pressure and all that sort of stuff.
mhm.
Or even if you're a control deck holding back your like engineers on turn one because it's going to get sudden striked anyways, and you'd rather have it in your hand for discard fodder, like that sort of thing.
And how about like the last of the big three? I would say would be resistance.
I love resistance.
Yeah,
I
same.
just like to play it. I legitimately think there's nothing wrong with resistance. It doesn't do anything random.
Oh,
It's
what?
what the hell?
What? Wait, that was a player. We got a player, and then it just timed out. Or is that like the placeholder? Okay, sorry to interrupt you. I was just really surprised by that.
Yeah, me too. Oh, this
Yeah.
deck is so bad it auto loses before you even get to play the game. Um, yeah, I mean, yeah, resistance, it doesn't have any randomness. You're able to play around it by, controlling your hand size in the opposite way you control your hand size against discard. Um, I legitimately think there's nothing wrong with resistance. Like there was when resistance first came out and it was
So what
broken,
was it?
but
The first iteration was it like was there no option to damage your own HQ? It was only remove.
yeah, and I think that was a really good change that they let you damage your own HQ now.
Although I think they just like threw it. They just threw it away. I remember like I think Fun Police said like they just had no idea how to balance it, so they just rotated it.
Hmm. Um, and like arming the resistance used to be like absolutely broken, but they turned it into something which is okay now.
Wait, what was it
Um,
before?
um, I I can't even remember exactly. It was a little before my time. I only know about
Oh,
it because Jaking told me the horror stories. Um, but I think it was like fill your opponent's hands with resistance cards, then double the cost of all resistance cards.
wow, that's
Like something obscene.
that's crazy. Phony War used to also like fully fill your hand, fill both players' hands, so it would like guarantee a mill.
Yeah. Um, yeah, so I think the changes they made to resistance have been good, but I think now resistance is, in a good spot, if they rotate the cards back in. And I don't really see the issue with the deck.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, then honestly, I do. I pretty much agree with all of what you said. I think there's definite like while there is for resistance, yeah, like I wouldn't say it's hugely problematic as a mechanic, and for discard, it the current like randomness is kind of problematic, but there are definitely ways to play around it and punish someone for like only discarding and not um, controlling the board. And if they've already controlled the board, then that's their like secondary win condition, as you said. Um, for credit denial, I definitely understand like why people like just hate it as a super uninteractive deck. But honestly, like the big thing for me is I just like enjoy like seeing like these unique different like disruption mechanics in the game. I think it's really fun that there's a lot of these different types of disruption mechanics. And some of them, and the 1939 games wasn't, at least wasn't afraid to make all these like, or allow them to be meta for at least a certain while, which I think is really cool. Um, yeah, what is your like, okay, timed out again. What is your like favorite kind of archetype if you have one or favorite cards?
Um, I this might get me a little bit of hate, but I really enjoyed uh the Artie deck when that was meta, and even a little past when it was meta. Um, I found the explosiveness and the combo-oriented play style while still being board-centric really fun. Um, and it was too powerful. Um,
Was
but
this
then
when
they
Caddy was a 1/1 with zero op cost?
no, it wasn't. It was when supply chain was able to go down to
Uh,
0K when you discarded it.
okay.
So you were able to just like completely go off um if you found the right pieces. Um and Yeah, I just had such a fun time playing that in tournaments. I mean, it was overpowered, and then they made it so that supply chain wasn't able to go below one, and that was the right way to nerf the card, because it's still playable. Um, but then people stopped playing the deck, except for J-King and myself. Maybe there were
Hmm.
some others who were still holding on for a little bit longer, but that's who I remember playing it in tournaments. And then afterwards, they did another round of nerfs to the deck. And that felt extreme when there were only like two people playing it in competitive anymore still. And that made me really sad.
Was
They
it
nerfed
to Patriotic Firestorm?
yeah, Patriotic Firestorm, they moved from 1K to 2K. And then they made 10th Engineers, I believe it's called, the 1K 1/1 that buffs adjacent ground units attack by 2. That used to be a 1/2,
Oh,
and they nerfed it in the same patch.
wow, those are pretty some pretty significant nerfs.
Yeah, and then Artie's just been like not playable since then.
Hmm. That's kind of sad because I remember like I really enjoyed playing Artie. Um, when I first
Why
started
not?
out, I played Soviets. But you know what? Let's just see if we can even beat an AI.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say
Yeah.
actually. Because I don't know, Ivanov might actually
Yeah, I don't know. Like
present
I have
a
enough.
realistic.
I don't even know
All
how to
right.
mulligan this.
Screw the Bryansk regulars. Let's go for the quad 554th start.
Imagine he just has we get that and he has Winter Warfare.
Then you go next.
Okay, we got the naval supply run too.
Oh, jeez.
We will. Don't do it to us, Ivanov. Don't do it. Okay.
Oh, that's pretty bad too.
Wait, yeah, we. Okay, at least we curved out a little bit.
Yeah, this is the dream start, believe it or not.
Well, I mean, it looks like our hands are just gonna be empty. Um.
And we have no draw on the deck.
Oh no, he has he has his own 550. Oh yeah. Okay, we do. Okay, we got some draw,
All right.
and it gets buffed with naval supply run.
Yeah, that's value.
Oh, I guess I should have pushed this up. But
Probably,
like
yeah.
we take advantage of Ivanov. Okay, what? No. No, we're
Oh,
actually gonna lose to Ivanov.
damn,
No, what
never
is
lucky.
never lucky.
Okay, what if we just what if we just slam the mountain rifles? Like, there's no way he value trades, right?
Yeah.
I don't know. It doesn't. Yeah.
Oh, okay. We got some value.
Oh God.
Oh, I think we might have to like give up the naval supply run. Okay,
Yeah,
yeah.
maybe.
Uh, no, this is like too
Yeah.
too far into the future. Oh wait, that's not a good trade for me though, is it?
It's not great.
How greedy are we? I mean, we got the engineers.
Max greed. Max
Max
greed.
greed.
Yeah.
Okay, okay, just don't discard the naval supply run, and then we're good.
This is.
Ivanov goes face here. I was just okay. No, no, he doesn't.
Uh,
Takes a value trade. Okay, we're also getting some units to play the naval supply run with.
yeah, this deck is really, coming together.
Okay, good. Okay, okay.
No.
No, not the
Okay.
KV. Whatever, it's fine. We don't
That's
need.
our own. That's the only good card in the deck.
I feel like
Okay,
I
so
just,
just
yeah,
I think just Bryansk cavalry naval supplement and
yeah.
then trade.
Max greed.
I was actually thinking trading into the 99, but fair enough.
Okay. Yeah, maybe I should have done that. No way, Ivan's. Okay.
Oh, wait. And
Wait.
then he still trades
Wait.
off? Yeah!
Let's go. Ivan letting us win. Ivan's just letting us win.
Oh, and the max
Oh, okay. I didn't
whatever.
even discard that.
The max greed line here?
Yeah.
Yeah, you trade with the yeah, let's get it.
And the max greed would also be like holding this in the support line.
So that he plays another 99 fun is 99.
He's played both of them, I think.
Oh, okay. I haven't
Yeah.
been paying
But
nearly
like
enough
we can get
attention.
the value trade though. Oh no way! He
And he did it in the right order. Yeah, this Ivanov
actually did
guy's
it in the right
nuts.
order. He really had to think about pushing the last one up.
Yeah.
I guess we can't greed that much anymore.
I have just armor train, honestly. Like it
And
it also prints units, but it has heavy armor. It just like I mean it
yeah.
costs way less, but it's just better than 25th infantry.
Oh, the from the people.
Okay, going after your Commonwealth with a
Yeah,
plan.
going after. Like,
Um and then you push up the mountain rifles, you get a 25th down, and you're
oh,
just
no, we
printing
get the.
tokens from the back line. Come on, you gotta get the token printer
But
set up.
like, but what if we don't get the
But what if
Alpine
we
value after this guy dies to like, I don't know.
we'll get the Alpine value, don't worry, don't worry.
Okay, we better
We gotta get the printer going.
the real printer, not the silly IS printer.
Okay, well,
Oh
I'm
no,
sorry. We missed the
where's
plus
my
one plus one.
Alpine value?
Also, both two mountain rifles before. I forgot we
Yeah,
put that in
I
there.
didn't have any costly victories, no redeployments either.
Yeah, unlucky.
Gotta protect, make sure to not one leg infantry left behind, everyone's protected. This game could actually be a lot closer if I didn't high roll this off of that draw. Like it's
True.
disturbingly close without that. Oh, okay, now we get the costly victory.
Here you go for
Did I go for it?
on euro.
Yeah, we gotta get maximize our
Okay,
chances.
okay. Fair enough. Understandable.
Okay, there's only one of them left in the deck, and we got 22 cards left. Let's go. Okay, never lucky. Right now we might actually lose.
You know that guy heals at the start of turn, right?
Oh, dude, I never see this card. Completely forgot about that. It's okay, this guy will scale up to be a monster.
That's true. Presenting lethal damage.
Yeah. Do we even just move it up?
Nah, nah. You
Gotta
gotta
get
respect
value.
him. Let him cook. Oh.
Oh, oh, never lucky. Oh, how much more value should we wait for?
We can push him up now. He doesn't die.
All right.
1 mana 3/4. Yeah, that's pretty sick. Sorry, not credits. I apologize for saying the forbidden word.
All
Oh,
right.
order.
All right.
One look at this double close combat.
It's
This
a
game
good.
wasn't even close, dude.
Yeah, well, not even close. It's a good day for you to die, Ivanov. All right. We
Alright.
beat the Soviet bot with this deck, so I think the sky's the limit here.
Yeah, this deck's pretty nuts.
All right. Well, that about wraps up everything I had in mind for today. Really appreciate you taking your time, and it was a lot of fun going over decks with you, especially with our what we're cooking up over here.
Yeah,
Um,
thanks for having me on.
yeah. Um, all right. I'll see you then.
All right, see you around.
Yep.